Good morning, everybody. How is everybody this morning? Good morning, Susan. We're going to get into that as soon as we get a bunch of people in here. We will get into it. We'll go over the documents. We're just going to wait until we get some people in here so I get a mod in here. Hello, Hotshot. Good morning. Good morning, Courtney. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Titan. Good morning, everybody. Beautiful day out today. Still a little chilly, but the sun is out, so that's a good sign. Morning, Nancy from South Carolina. Good morning. Good morning, Nana. Muffin Top, good morning. Yes, happy Good Friday to everybody. So I have a few lives I'm going to be doing because there's a bunch new information that's come out in the Barry Morphew case also that I'm just getting all the paperwork in. I just got this paperwork in this morning regarding Lori and Chad. So I will be going over that. And then probably a little bit later, I will jump on and go over all the Barry Morphew things. I did put a community post last night. I don't know how many of you have seen it, but I put a community post up regarding the prosecution filing new motions. Now, from what that tells me in that case, there she is. Sis, I just didn't have time. I'm sorry. I wanted to get this one going because I have another one to do later regarding the Barry Morphew case and what's going to go on there. So I wanted to just jump on quick. I was debating whether I wanted to go live with this or not, but I figured I might as well go live, give you guys a chance to comment and whatever instead of just watching the video. So good morning, everybody coming in. I don't want to take too much time here. Thank you, Nana. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I want to get into this so I can get the stuff together for the Barry Morphew case also. But this is a little concerning with the Lori and Chad thing because so far we've been able to live stream and see everything that has been going on with Chad Daybell. Judge Boyce has allowed us to live stream it. And now that Lori has been brought back to competency and she is scheduled to appear on the 19th, Judge Boyce has decided that number one, we can't live stream it. Number two, the media can't live stream it. Three, the information's not allowed to be put out there until both appearances are finished. And then I may be able to jump on again, do another live. They're not even allowed to report from the courtroom. So they're allowed to have their laptops and everything in there. They just can't do no live tweeting, no live information coming out of the courtroom at all. Like, it's ridiculous, these cases and the way they're going. And I don't get it because up until this point, we've been allowed to watch the Chad Daybell hearings, every single one of them. So why they are doing this now, my only explanation is because of Lori. Arraignments, which Lori is going for, are supposed to be able to be live streamed. All the motions, hearings, and stuff like that, it's up to the discretion of the judge. But as far as first appearances and arraignments and stuff like that, we're allowed to see that. So why he has ordered this, I'm going to show you the order. I'm going to get right into it, you guys. So anybody that is coming in late is going to have to go back and watch this once it's uploaded to YouTube. So let me just get this up on screen so we can start. So here is the order. It was filed yesterday and pretty late in the afternoon yesterday. Okay, let me just Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Thank you so much. So much. I appreciate that. It really does help keep me going here. So thank you very much for your super sticker. I appreciate it. We're going to get going on this fairly quickly because I do have, let me see. Sorry about that. I do have a lot of stuff what's going on with the Barry Morphew case that will, I don't know if I'm going to go live and do it or if I'm just going to record it and then post it. I don't know, you guys, depending on how I'm feeling. Allergies at springtime, they're in full swing. I've been coughing a lot. My eyes hurt. My throat hurts. So I don't know if I will go live with it or I'll just record it and then let you guys see it. But let's get into this. Thank you again for that super chat. Okay, and anybody that does put a super chat or super sticker in, I will be sure to put it up on screen for you. So now Lori and Chad are both to appear on Tuesday as well as Barry. Okay, with the Lori and Chad's appearing at 9 a.m. Idaho time, and Lori is appearing at 1 p.m. Idaho time. So I will not be able to bring you those live recordings if they are released later on in the day until the following day, because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon when Lori appears my time in Eastern time. So by the time I get it, it's going to be too late. So I will probably bring you that on Wednesday morning. And then Letitia, as far as I know, is on Thursday. And as far as I know right now, I'm allowed to live stream that. So it's kind of throwing what I had planned for this week for you guys up in an uproar. But I should be able to get the recordings of both Chad and Lori's appearances, but I won't be able to show them to you until Wednesday. Now, if Chad's is able to be seen once it's done, his is at 9, so which is noon my time. I should be able maybe to show that one Tuesday afternoon, but I'm not sure if it's going to be up and available. So it all depends on what's available to me, you guys. It's getting harder and harder to get these documents because for some reason they're not putting them online in the court filings on the site that I get them from. So I have to wait for my connections to get them and then they forward them on to me. And also it's even harder to get when you're in Canada. So this is what I've got for now. This was filed late yesterday. We're going to go over it. It says 10 pages up top, but the second one is a repeat of this, but it's for Chad. So Judge Boyce has made an order, and this is the orders governing courtroom conduct. This order shall govern courtroom conduct and media activities within a courtroom in this matter and may be amended from time to time. This order shall supersede any prior order governing courtroom conduct. Okay, let me just go over into Studio so I can see if you guys put up a super chat or whatever. Okay, so the court is mindful of the need to balance the constitutional right of the defendant to a fair hearing, the public's right to information in conjunction with the constitutional and statutory rights of the media to attend the proceedings. The court's interest in maintaining order and an environment which permits all participants to focus on their responsibilities without undue distractions, and the court's interest in the safety of the public and court personnel and the need to follow all Idaho Supreme Court orders and the 7th Judicial District Administrative Judge's orders regarding COVID-19 protocols as may be changed or amended from time to time. With these factors in mind, pursuant to Idaho Court Administrative Rules, ICAR 45 and 49, the court orders as follows. Courtroom seating. Seating for the victims' families of the defendant, counsel, or other court personnel. Certain seating may be reserved for members of counsel, authorized court personnel, the defendant's family, and the victims' families. Pooled media. The representatives of the media serving as the pooled camera staff shall be seated in an area approved by the court as designated by the trial court administrator, subject to a limit of 3 media members operating the pooled broadcast recording of the hearing and 1 media member handling the pooled stills, which are photographs. Oh, there it is there, photography. I haven't been able to read through this yet before bringing it to you guys. I was trying to get the Barry Morphew stuff together, so that's why I went on here really quick. Thank you to everybody coming in. Summer Dawn, my mods, thank you. I'm sorry I wasn't able to let you guys know that I was going quickly with this, but I wanted to get this done so I can continue to get the Barry Morphew stuff together and bring that to you hopefully this afternoon. Okay, so the public and the members of the media not designated as pool camera staff may be permitted in the courtroom as space permits on a first-come, first-served basis. No person may reserve seats. No standing in the courtroom will be allowed. Seating in front of the bar. No one other than court personnel designated by the court, the defendant, the attorneys, and their assistants shall be permitted to sit in front of the bar of the courtroom without specific authorization of the court. Entry and exit during court proceedings. Spectators, including members of the media and the public, shall be seated before court is in session during any portion of the hearing. No entry or re-entry to the courtroom shall be permitted while court is in session. General restrictions and requirement. COVID-19 precautions. On the date of any hearing in the above captioned matter, if there are any orders in effect from either the Idaho Supreme Court of the 7th Judicial District, Administrative District Judge regarding COVID-19 safety protocols, all persons attending any hearing shall be required to comply with the said orders. Information with regard to whether any such orders may be in effect on the date of the hearing may be obtained from the context set forth in paragraph 3E below. Security screening. All persons entering the courtroom are subject to security screening. Handbags, backpacks, and other carry-ins are subject to inspection. Cell phones. With the exception of approved media and court personnel, all cell phones and other electronics must be turned off at all times while in the courtroom. If a cell phone or other electronic device rings or beeps or is found to be in use during court, it will be confiscated by the marshals. No one may talk on cell phone in the courtroom. Other electronic devices. Members of the media may utilize computers, laptops, and other similar devices for the purposes of note-taking, but shall not record or transmit sounds or images in or from the courtroom. Violation of this rule may result in confiscation of the device. Disruptive behavior. Any activity or behavior which is considered disruptive by the court will result in removal from the courtroom. Any spectator who creates a visual or auditory disturbance of the court proceedings may be removed from the courtroom and or the building at any time at the discretion of the court security personnel. Media coverage. Camera and still photographer. If the court allows cameras in the courtroom and orders that the media coverage be pooled, then all media should have access to and share the video, audio, and still photographs received from the permitted cameras. Members of the media shall designate and agree on an operator of each camera permitted pursuant to ICAR 45. Courtroom media requirements. Allowed media representatives and their equipment will be located in an area of the courtroom designated by the trial court administrator or bailiff. Any traditional still camera shall have a silent shutter. No flash photography is allowed. The number of and placement of cameras being used to broadcast and or record the proceedings shall be subject to the approval of the court. No movement around the courtroom will be allowed during the court proceedings. Camera and audio equipment shall not be set up nor disassembled at any time while court is in session. Portion of proceedings which may be televised. Photography, video, and audio will not be permitted during a recess in the court proceeding. Recess means any time the judge is not at the bench. No electronic device shall record the audio and or video of any bench conference, which is sidebars, between the court and counsel, nor any conferences between an attorney and client or conferences between co-counsel. Restrictions on video and photographs. 1 second. Sorry, you guys. No video or still photography shall be taken of any victim papers, documents, or notes which may be located on or around counsel tables or used by counsel. Interviews and reporting. No media interviews or reporting shall be conducted in the courtroom. In addition, any interview or media reporting shall be subject to the 7th Judicial District's Administrative Order 2209 issued by Dane H. Watkins, Jr., Administrative District Judge on April 13, 2022. Media inquiries. Media inquiries and communications regarding these matters shall be directed to Nate Popino, Court Communications Manager for the Idaho Supreme Court. ICAR 45 and 49. All other provisions of Idaho Court Administrative ICAR 40, Rules 45 and 49 apply, and any authorization under this order may be revoked at any time without prior notice. Security. Courthouse area security. Security officers may quiet or disperse members of the public or the media so as to not hinder other members of the public and court staff from having access to the building and to the clerk of the court's office and the other courtrooms in the building. Disruptive behavior. Any activity or behavior which is considered disruptive by the court will result in removal. Any spectator who creates a visual or auditory disturbance of the court proceedings may be removed from the courtroom and or the building at any time at the discretion of the court security personnel. It is so ordered this 14th day of April, 2022, and signed by Judge Boyce. So, as you can see, we still have 5 more pages. And I'm just going to scroll through this because this is for now Chad Daybell. And this is the exact same order that he made. I'm going to scroll through this, so if you later do want to go and read back through it, you can. This is the exact same order that the judge has made for Chad Daybell's 9 a.m., which is noon Eastern, court appearance, and it is signed by the judge. Okay, so also, you guys, I will give you a little quick peek. Where did it go? Hang on a second. Okay, I think this is it. This is for the Barry Morphew. This is going to be the order. You know what? I'm just going to do it now because I will include this later too. But this is the court order that has also come through for Barry Morphew. And you notice there's no court stamp here. So again, this has been released before it is put into the record on the court. So the State of the People of Colorado versus Barry Lee Morphew. And this is an order because the media has requested expanded media coverage. This matter comes before the court for consideration of the petitioner KOAA TV request for expanded media coverage of the jury trial set to commence on May 3rd. We do know it starts on April 28th, but that's jury selection. The actual trial is going to start May 3rd. The court has reviewed the motion and finds. Chapter 38, Rule 3 of the Colorado Supreme Court rules provide the standard of authorizing expanded media coverage. In determining whether expanded media coverage should be permitted, a judge shall consider the following factors: whether there is a reasonable likelihood that the expanded media coverage would interfere with the rights of the parties for a fair trial, whether there is a reasonable likelihood the expanded media coverage would unduly detract from the solemn decorum and dignity of the court, and, hang on a sec, you guys. Thank you very much, Elizabeth Gregory. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it so much. Okay, whether expanded media coverage would create adverse effects that would be greater than those caused by traditional media coverage. As a reminder to the petitioner, The court highlights the following limitations of I don't know. I'm trying to do this fast, so sorry. Expanded media coverage pursuant to the rule. Limitations on expanded media coverage. Notwithstanding this authorization to conduct expanded media coverage, there shall be no expanded media coverage of pretrial hearings in criminal cases except, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. Except for advisements and arraignments. Expanded media coverage of jury voir dire, audio recording or Zoom close-up photography of bench conferences, audio recording or close-up photography of communications between counsel and client or co-counsel, and expanded media coverage of in-camera hearings, close-up photography, and members of the jury, the discussion and analysts. The petitioner seeks expanded media coverage. It's been denied. In this case, for the jury trial of the defendant set to commence on May 3rd. May 3rd is day one of the trial, and the court will be conducting voir dire. Even if court found expanded media coverage should be permitted, which it does not, the rules expressly prohibits expanded media coverage for this day of the proceeding. After consideration of the three factors listed above and the consideration of the prohibition of expanded media coverage for voir dire, the request is denied. So I do believe that there is going to be a fight, that the media is going to fight this. Yes, the voir dire, I don't know if he is just denying coverage for the May 3rd start date, or if he's denying the whole thing. But from what I'm seeing, he's going to deny all coverage. And that's Judge Lama yet again. So that's what is going on, you guys. There's also tons more regarding the Barry Morphew. What's going on there? It looks like the prosecution is going to go forward with the trial as it stands. There has been some more filings regarding their witnesses, that they want these witnesses in, and why they want them in. It has been proven that there's other things going on. I'm going to save that for the Barry Morphew thing this afternoon, you guys, because I don't have it in the title or anything. So people aren't going to get that information unless I have it announced. So I'll save that for later on this afternoon. It could be in about an hour. There's going to be a lot of information coming out there. I will go over it because I know that people are going to have a lot of questions regarding it. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully I've got all the paperwork to get that going today. If not, maybe tomorrow. But I am going to be covering that also. It's very interesting. I will go into detail on the 3 and then all of a sudden 4 hits that the defense is saying are there that proves Barry didn't do this. Well, they're wrong, and they've been caught lying. All 4 of those partial matches have been discredited and are not connected to the case, and I've got the proof of that. So I will be showing you that also, which in fact blows the prosecution's theory of somebody else being involved right out of the water. Now, being that the prosecution has these documents and are going to present them to Judge Lama, I do not believe that that is going to be available. It will not be broadcast or anything. It's going to be under seal. I do believe if Judge Lama does not let these witnesses in now, there's going to be problems, because the defense was caught in an outright lie and the judge believed them. And somebody made a comment on my community post saying, yeah, just like they tried to accuse AK and me of a WebEx hack, and then tried to accuse AK of having me in the courtroom and live streaming up north here in Canada. It was just a bunch of crap that was bull that the judge took as fact when it was not, and made himself look like a fool. So this judge is looking more and more foolish as time goes on, for taking things that the defense is saying as fact when it is not. There is proof that the defense received the information that they used to have these witnesses excluded, that they received that last year. So now with these DNA, how can I say it? The DNA information that came back that the defense was well aware of, and using it to their benefit as if these people could be suspects, when they clearly are not. And I've got the information that I can show you. They are clearly not connected to the Suzanne Morphew case. So watch for that, you guys, in a couple hours, maybe. As soon as I get that information together, watch for me going live again. I may not have the opportunity to let you guys know ahead of time. I may just pop on live and bring that to you, but it will be available. The same as this one here will be available about 20 minutes once. It shouldn't even take that long because it's not a very long live, but this will go unlisted for a bit until it's uploaded. I tried to get as much information this time in beforehand so it doesn't take as long. So watch for that, you guys. But for right now, thank you for my mods being here. Please watch for another live that I will be doing and bring you and show you this information and this proof that those matches for the DNA that was found around the crime scene and in Suzanne's vehicle are not connected to this case. So watch for that. I'll do my best, as I always do, to try and bring you this. My eyes bugging me. I'm coughing, but this is information I think you guys are going to really want to see and see it firsthand. So please watch for that. I will be going live. So thank you, everybody, for popping in. Yes, happy Easter to everybody. What a weekend to have to bring this out. But yes, and Summer Dawn, that's a good question you just brought up there, because the prosecution is mentioning that there are sanctionable things that the defense has done outside of just this that they could be sanctioned for, and the prosecution hasn't asked for sanctions, whereas the defense has asked for sanctions every step of the way. So we'll have to see what happens there. I know he is back in court on the 19th. We are not available to see that either, as it's under seal. And I don't know what's going on in these cases, you guys, with it being kept from the public. But this is what's happening. We're dealing with it the best we can. And that's why I try to jump on as quick as I can and bring you guys this information, because I know we're all being stopped from seeing this live as it's happening, which isn't right. It's like they're trying to hide stuff, and now we know why. So that's why I take the time and I do jump on and bring you guys this as soon as I hear about it. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get the Barry Morphew stuff together, so please give me a little bit of time for that, and watch for another live regarding Barry Morphew and what's going on there, along with the proof. And I'm going to give you guys a trigger warning right now. Some of these reports that have been disclosed regarding these other 3 possible matches that are in CODIS are very disturbing, because they are SA reports, and they go into supreme detail, and it is disgusting. I'm surprised that it wasn't redacted. The information that's in there, right down to everything that happened during an SA of one of these victims, it's disgusting. But anyway, I'm going to choose to not show those gross details, because I don't need a strike. I don't think it's right that that information is shown. I think it's very disrespectful towards the victims in those cases for that to be broadcast across social media. It's like I said, I have seen the reports, and it's disgusting what these women went through, and you could just imagine. I just refuse to show it. I will show you the charges on those cases and why they have proven not to be connected to Suzanne Morphew's case, but I will not be showing the gory details of those SAs. It's very wrong, and these victims of the SAs should not have the intimate details of what happened plastered across social media. So, but I will give you the proof that those are not connected to the Suzanne Morphew case. Okay. So please watch for that. Until the next time, thank you for the mods for jumping on. Thank you for all of you. And I will see you again shortly. So until the next time, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Love you to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.